In this video, we're going to look at several more textual utility classes. And so let's begin by creating a new HTML page, and we'll call this textual utility classes.html. And actually this time I'm going to go back to the template and grab that for this lesson. All right. And I think I'm just going to delete everything and just go XS12, and then we can just work inside of there. It'll pretty much give us free reign to work inside of this area, inside of a container, row, and a cell. Okay. And so the first classes that we're going to look at are text transform classes. These are simply classes that will allow us to adjust or maintain capitalization. So I'm going to paste in a paragraph just 3 times here. And this first one, we're going to set the class equal to text lowercase. The next one we'll set to text uppercase. And then the last one might seem confusing why you might want to use this, but text capitalize. Think of this in the context of jQuery, where you may want to apply classes dynamically, and so just having these options available to you might be useful in some scenario. Just want to point them out. So here we go. All right, so you can see in the first case, we're all lowercase, all uppercase, and then maintaining case. So again, in the context of programmatically, you may want to switch between these, and you would need to switch back to potentially that capitalized version here. So let's also do H2. We're going to call this text transform classes. All right, and then let's move on from there. And the next one we're going to talk about are font weights and italics. Now, keep in mind that the default HTML5 elements will do this for us. We have several for bolding or strong or emphasis for italics, another set of italics. There is the U for underscore, or I believe, non-textual annotation, otherwise known as underscore. Okay, so these exist, but we also have classes that can accomplish some of these same things. So, for example, let's go back and just paste in our examples here, and then we'll go class equals font weight bold, and class equals font weight normal, and then class equals font italic. And again, it may not make sense to use these outside of the context of maybe some transformation you're doing with jQuery or JavaScript, where you want to append or remove classes from a given paragraph or other node in your document. But otherwise, you could use HTML5 elements to accomplish the same thing. Okay. All right, the next couple of ones are going to be pretty fun. Now we're going to talk about contextual colors and backgrounds. All right, and the term contextual makes you think that these colors that we're going to apply actually have value and meaning in the application, and that's true. There is an intent. However, as the documentation points out, you shouldn't rely solely on the color of text or color of backgrounds to denote the importance of something, because people are colorblind in the world, and that might prevent them from being able to interpret your intent. So just be aware of that. It can help those who have color vision, but it shouldn't detract from those who cannot see color accurately. So and the last one, text color, danger. All right. And so also, in addition to these, you can apply these to anchor tags. So let's say, for example, we just want to provide this, and we might do an ahref equals, and we'll just send it to a pound sign there. Let me make that right. And here we might do something like this. All right, and let's continue on here by applying these colors to each of these anchor tags, and I'll just go ahead and pause the video here while I'm finishing this up. And then also you can apply these as background colors. So for example, if we have a div with our text inside of it, we can add background colors by using those same set of classes to anything that's a block type, like a div. So here we go again, but we'll use the BG dash primary, and I'll go ahead and pause the video again while I finish this one up. And notice in this case, we don't have a muted, but we have a BG faded, and we don't have one of the other ones too. But instead, we have an inverse. All right. Guess, well, we do have a warning here. Hold on a second. Let me create the warning one as well. And okay, now we're good to go. All right, so let's see what we have here. Hopefully this will work well. All right, there you go. So the key here is that I'm giving you mixed messages, and that is that the usage of these contextual colors do convey context, and you should use them for that purpose. So when something's successful, it's useful to display it in green, a message, or a warning, or a problem displayed in red, and to call the user's attention to it. But again, the advice is to not make it purely presentational, to provide other visual cues that allow assistive technologies to help those who have vision issues. Okay? But again, these can be applied just like the ones I've talked about before, using jQuery, for example, to just add classes to existing text inside your application to give that text meaning. So at any rate, okay, let's continue on, and we'll take a look at spacing and alignment classes in the next video. We'll see you there. Thanks.